Hello and welcome back. Thank you for being there. Oh my god, this was unexpected. I know I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm sorry, there's some music in the background. It's just the same music you were hearing. There it is. Yeah, just checking the audio, making sure it's fine. All right, here I am. Thank you for being there. I'm very sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I know this is unexpected. I know this is... no, why are you doing here on a Friday? Wasn't it Tuesdays and Thursdays? Well, I'm here on a Friday today because I couldn't be here yesterday and I didn't want to pass the whole, wasted, a second day in a week and not go again. Yeah, I had to do this. So yeah. I'm here. I'm back here, and I'm all yours. And it's Friday. And happy Friday, happy weekend. If you are finishing your week, if you're not like me, then happy working weekend or something. My toilet was leaking yesterday. Had a few issues with that. So I had to solve that, and luckily today it was solved. I spent a couple of pretty difficult days, and but nothing compared to what other people go through. So it's ridiculous. It's a stupid thing. Just had to cut water pass and all that. Yeah, just drink out of a splash of water there. But all good. We're back, and I can shit in peace now. I can go and drop a load of shit in the toilet with no issues, and I'm fine. I'm okay. So I'm back here. And we're back to working in our vertical scroller. How's it going? We have Shika Beard. How's it going, mate? How's it going, Captain Shika? How's it going, mate? Misule as well here. How's it going, mate? Thanks for being there. The two people we have on Twitch, they're both chatting. And the people on YouTube, they don't even write in chat, so yeah. Who cares? But thank you for being there. Thank you. We have like 4 people here, and you're 2 of them. So 2 bots. That's what you are. 2 bots. And yes, a reminder: follow, subscribe, like, all that. Help me out with that. And yes, we're gonna keep working on our game. Let me bring this thing up here, and we can see what we have. There you go. Okay. Here we are. How's it going, people? How's it going? Did you ever have any troubles with your toilet when it was leaking and it was a disaster? Did you ever have an issue like that? So bad. never had that issue. I once had an issue where the boiler, I had a one of those electric boilers back in Uruguay, and the lad who put the thermostat in, he put a new thermostat, and he put it wrong. He set it up wrong. He set it up in the sort of in the other way, and it was all loose. So thermostat. Long story short, the thing kept boiling. Water started boiling, actually boiling inside the thing, and basically boiling water was going through all of the piping, and it went into the toilet. It went everywhere. So the toilet was actually boiling. The water in the toilet tank was boiling. So I remember hearing this noise. I went into the bathroom, like it was hearing this noise, like the house was boiling. It was, and I was in there with the toilet, hearing it. Suddenly I see like smoke coming out of the toilet tank. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And the cap of the thing goes boom up like that. It's amazing. It was amazing. It was very, very funny. And while we're cooking a coffee in the toilet. Yeah, I don't know. It was an amazing experience, and yeah, I broke all the piping in the behind the wall and all that. It was fucking horrible. But yeah, it was at the moment when it happened, it was insane. It was not a happy moment, but but yeah, let's get to this. So, okay, I'm already sharing the screen. What am I doing? So, what we have here, we have a car. We have a little car here, and well, we have a controller already, eh? We have a controller, and look at that. Wow. We have and we have. What is this? What? Yes, we have our trucks there. Look at that. How fun is this? We can increase difficulty, but either increasing the amount of vehicles, increasing the speed, any of those two will make things very interesting. So to increase the speed, all we have to do is increase the speed of the street itself, and we will go faster. A lot faster, eh? Look at that. Whoa. That looks good. It's eternal. It just keeps going. Oh, we need to start deleting the trucks, right? Because, yeah, the delivery trucks. And we need to mix them up a little bit, right? We need to add more. For now, we just have a truck. So we want to... Let's make some game mechanics to have like... Let's allow us to crush and detect the crush to make sure we have the colliders working, and maybe we make the game reset, and that's all we do. We don't add any UI yet, anything. We just make the thing reset when we hit something, even the walls, right? So we start with that, okay? So we add colliders on the walls, colliders on the sides. If you hit the sides, like boom, you're crushed. That's it. And then we add the colliders on the trucks. We make more vehicles then after that, so we can create more vehicles with the same system. All right. Let me see. Don't cook coffee in toilet. Noted. Yes, please do not do that. It was a mistake. Yeah, I know. This lad, it was a new plumber. It's a guy. He just didn't. I think he didn't know exactly what he was doing. He saw the thing that was rotating freely. The thermostat. If a thermostat is rotating freely, the thermometer in it, this temperature setting, then you shouldn't set it. You shouldn't put it there. And he said, "Oh no, this is fine. Just set it here." And yeah, but the thing is, had no control, no thermal control, so it's just blew all the piping, and brilliant. So okay, So if we want to increase the speed, right, what we do is we just come here and increase the tile speed, right? So we say tile speed, we say 50, right? And the thing's going to go very, very fast, right? It's just going to see the trucks going, but we have to increase the speed of the trucks as well. Oh, that's important, right? You see how the trucks seem to be going like very, very fast like us, right? So we kind of need to increase their speed too, so that they, you know, they shouldn't be going faster. So we make the vehicles, we should have like an increase that is like a proportional increase that increases the speed of everything. Remember that we are also we're making it so that each vehicle will have their own speed and have like their own behavior, because we want to add all sorts of interesting mechanics to the game, right? So yeah, we want that to happen as well, right? So maybe, you know, you put 30 here, and so, you know, you have, whoa, wait, what? No, it's too fast. So just increasing the speed, it's already massive, right? This is already very, very hard. And yeah, we can make this extremely hard just by increasing the speed and adding more vehicles, I guess. But remember that as well. You can just camp here in the middle and nothing happens. So yeah, this is something we need to fix as well. So not camping in the middle, by simply moving, moving their, like making their positions a bit less precise, right? So that they also don't look like they are very well lined up. They have to look like they're a bit, you know, some are more, you know, on the line, some are more, you know, outside the line, and that way you get these places where you think you fit and you don't. That would be cool. That'll make things interesting. And maybe we want to do that only on the sides, right? Only on X, like minus X and plus X, but we don't want to do that on Y, because that may generate collisions more easily, I guess. I don't know. We could do that on both. We could just do it. We could do it like a radius thing, right? Same as we did with the other ones. Yeah, we're gonna try. All right, let's do it. Let's go for it. All right. So let's make this again 20, and what was it? What was this? 15 was it? I don't remember what it was, but yeah, something like that. Going pretty fast already, eh? This is good for a first level one. Just have to move things around a little bit. Probably a tiny bit faster then. A tiny bit faster. We'll see. That's just the game design part, right? The game design part. When you start deciding what's the speed going to be, things like that happens later. Okay, so how does this work? We have the scroller controller that goes in the vehicle, and all it does, it takes the input, the move input, right? And it translates X, simply that, the speed that we set here. And so we can set the amount that we move on the sides. We can add some kind of tilt or something. We can add that too. We haven't added that yet, but we can move the wheels a little bit, you know, so that it doesn't look like it's, you know, just simply moving like. But for now, this is okay. Let's make the game work, and then we can add all the flourishing we want and make it look, you know, like, wow, amazing. But yeah, let's do that. Okay. So yes. What do we do first? What should we do first? Let's make our trucks have a let's get that out of the way. Let's make their initial position be I'm sorry, just a second. Let's make sure. Okay, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's make our trucks. Let's vary their position a little bit, right? Let's give it a little bit of a margin, like, so that they're not always in the exact same spot. Even though they're going to be in the same slot, we're picking up slots here, and we're setting it to be in that slot, right? We're instantiating the obstacles, each in a specific slot. We want to vary that position that we're setting, right? Yeah, we're just using the delivery truck, but we're also going to vary the amount of vehicles we get there. We can decide. We can have all sorts of we can have like an algorithm to set this up. Yeah, there's a way in which we can get everything from the vehicles folder. I'm going to show you that later. That's going to be an interesting one, and it's going to make things I think it's going to give you a very nice tool to work with. That's one of the nice things about Rogue Engine, right? It has already these tools built for you. But yeah, it's a way to work. It's a simplified way to work with THREE.JS, right? With systems that are already built for you. Okay. But nothing too invasive. Yeah, nothing too in your face there. Just stuff you can use or not. Okay. So we get in the world position of this instance of the truck, and we're pushing it. Get in the world position of the slot, saving it in the position of the instance, right? And now we should move it. Okay, so now what we do is we move it. Remember, we have the random range thing we got. What we're going to do is we're going to move it between two different numbers. Like, okay, let's do this. Slot. Instance dot translate x. And we're going to say translate x random range. Let's go -1, -2, -1, 1. Let's do that for now. Okay, let's do that for now. We're gonna set that up to be, like by a number or something like that. But I just want to test it now. We just want to test it and make sure it's gonna be working, right? So otherwise it's gonna be a mess. Well, this is set. Sorry, there's no y. It's set. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. So we're translating it. So we're putting it there. We're setting it up. We're putting it there, right? We're instantiating it there, and we are moving it around randomly within a certain radius, right? So that's what we're doing on X and on Z, right? So we're just moving it, making sure it's it's in the right position. So let's see how much is it. Yeah, there you go. You see, the variation in position really changes things. It makes it way more interesting. Well, yeah, that's too many collisions for now. I think. Probably too much. Let's make it a bit less. We see the 1 is a lot. It's a lot. So perhaps we should do by 0.5, right? So now we're realizing what we need. Right, we're kind of trying to figure out what we need. Maybe on Z we don't need that much. Maybe on Z we want 0. We want 0. How much? 0.4. No, 0.3. We just want a little bit less, right? So that we move. Let's see what this position is, and we want the variation we want to see how much can we camp in the middle. That's too much camping in the middle, I think. Well, no, there I would have died there. Okay. Yeah, it can get dangerous. Yeah, no, it's dangerous. It's yeah. Okay, this is good. I think this is good. We can call it a good compromise. We could even make it 6, and we can go with this with a 2, so that, you know, because I saw some of them that were way too close, like way too close. So let's see if they. Oh no, these ones are crushing them. Look at that. Yeah, no. Look at that. That's too much. It's too much. So no. This is going to be 5. It's going to have to do. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. This is good. You can't trust the middle there now. You see, this breaks absolute trust in the in this stay in the middle lane there, stay in the center. Yeah, no. Yeah, whoa. This is getting harder now. It makes it very unpredictable. Oh, you have collisions there. I wonder where are those collisions coming from? Is it? Okay, so we have between -1 and 1. And multiply that by 0.5, so we gain half of that, half of whatever we get here. Let's see. 2 and 2. Let's try this. Let's just try this and see how it goes. It's already pretty good there. You see? But we have collisions. Still collisions. Why are we getting collisions like that? It's from both extremes. I'm guessing 0.5 and -0.5. Yeah, it's a mid-delay going there. Yeah, it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange. Let's try it out. I mean, nothing better than a test to really test it, right? So we're just going blind because I'm blind. But hey, let's just not be blind, okay? Let's not be like me. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Okay, so if we have one at one of these, let's imagine is at this is 0, right? And now we have another one that is going to be at 0. Let's put this one at 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. Look, this is just to show the margin, right? This is 0. This is translating it. This is moving it minus 0.5, right, on the X, and this is plus 0.5. Well, it's the other way around, but you get the point, right? So this is the margin we're moving it. You can't get that, those collisions. I mean, you see, it's pretty good, right? I mean, and see the 2.2. This is the variation you get. This is very, very slight variation. It's nothing. Just to show you like the amount, right? But Even if you get like 0.8, you see that? 1, even 1. Look at that, 1. That's 1. The whole 1. And this is 1 to the other side, right? It's nothing. It's truly nothing. So yeah, it's strange. It's strange. It shouldn't be so that much. I mean, it has enough space in the middle so that it wouldn't. But yeah, maybe like you said there, maybe it's still too much. I don't know. Maybe it's too much still. I don't know. Who knows? Let's try. Let's try with different numbers. Let's try it out. Let's try different numbers. 0.1. Why not? Just give it a go. Well, there's a variation there. Yeah. There's a variation. Okay. There you go. It's all the same. You don't see them colliding. Ever. Yeah, no, but you can camp pretty much in the middle like this. Yeah, it's too much. We have to find a sweet spot there. What's the sweet spot here? Oh, they have two that are very close. Very, very close. And that, I think this is good. Because there, you would have crushed there. Probably. Okay, we're trying to find a good ratio. So we're gonna make this maybe let's put it 6 here, like a 7, and see how far they go. Yeah, you're gonna crush with this, right? We don't have any collisions here. I think it's good. Yeah, that gets a bit difficult. You need to move. You still need to move. So you can stay in the middle, yes, but it can get dangerous, which is the point, right? I mean, it's going to be dangerous to move and get very precise. Staying in the center can be very dangerous. Which is the point, right? There you go. That's okay. Let's give it one more, just one tiny bit more. Let's try. We have to try. No, look at that. That makes no sense. That's too much. Come on. I mean, one change, a small change, makes no sense. It's ridiculous. Come on. Yeah, we have a collision there. Look at that. So it was all by chance, like the last one. But what are we getting here? Okay. Let's do a bit of a how do you call it? Let's do a let's do this. We're gonna get this one. I'm gonna say yeah, we just want to check the number, right? So what am I doing? I want to do it at the bottom, but I'm gonna do it up here. So we're gonna say const round x, and we're gonna say this const round z, and we're gonna say the same, and then we're gonna set them up here, and X and rand Z. There you go. And we're going to console log them. Rand X and rand Z. There you go. I'm gonna put them there. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And so we come here now. No, not to OBS. Yeah. We're gonna open the console. I'm gonna check what happens. We're gonna pause it at the very first trucks that appear. We want to see the numbers. We just want to see the numbers. There you go. So minus 0.37, 0381, 0112. Okay, that's okay. Minus. Well, I can't. The truth is, yeah, we're getting good numbers. We're getting decent. It's the numbers we want. And the translation. I mean, the movement of this is just should be perfect. Should be absolutely perfect. The amount we're moving them, it's just and oh no! I get what's going on. I think. Well, could be that? I'm thinking. We're not moving them like we're not moving them straight, right? But the point is that we're instantiating them asynchronously. This is happening when we swap the tile, right? So we swap the tile, and as we swap the tile, we instantiate the obstacles asynchronously. So we're getting the we're coming in here, we're seeing the position of the slot, but then this is synchronous. The moment we're here, this is synchronous. So yeah, no, that shouldn't be that's that no. 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 Okay. So wait, are we checking? Oh, I'm thinking of something else now. Could it be? Wait. I think it's not this. This is not the problem. No, this is not the problem. I think it's something else. I think it's the fact that we haven't checked. Let's see. Let's see if we're doing that. We're getting. So what we're doing is we're instantiating this, right? We're getting all the slots, right? This happens when you leave a project for a while, you come back, and suddenly, oh, you know, just a couple of days can change everything. So we're getting all of the for each obstacle, right? For each one of these, we're getting a random number here. So yeah, the problem is not that we have collisions because of the movement. This is not giving us collisions. This is not the problem. This is not the problem. This is fine. This is totally fine. This is actually perfect. There's no problem with this. I'm going to show you where the collision is. Yeah, the problem is that we're coming in here, and every time we're picking from the slots that we already picked. This is something that we noticed the last stream. We noted it the last stream. We said, yeah, now we need to make sure that we instantiate things in different slots every time, so that it doesn't happen that one tile when we create one tile, we're adding the trucks in the same position, because we could come here and select a random one from 0 to the length, and we pick number 0 and then pick number 0 again. So 2 trucks can be in the same slot, and that's not what we want. So we need to kind of have save which slots are used and which slots aren't. So I guess how do we do that? Well, the way we do that is we can create a little array here, const. You can say, we'll call it used slots, right? And this is going to be an array. It's going to be a new, I think you can do it like this, new array, and set the length like this, right? So yeah, I think that's the way you do it. And yeah, it's not very things that I usually do. So the last time I used new array or something like that was a while ago. So now what we do is we get the index there, and yeah, this means that we need to check. Yeah, now it means that we need to check that the slot, that the new one we pick is not one of the ones we've already used, right? So what we do is we say while we say, let's do it like this, let while index is well, let's say it like this, use slots dot includes index, right? So so if the use lot includes the index that we pick, right, we say the same thing again. We do it like this again, okay? So if index is included in the use lots, we come here and we do it again, right? But we need to afterwards we come here and we have to add it to use slots. Otherwise, it's going to create the same issue. So we do index. Yeah, we actually don't need to do this. I'm thinking, yeah, we can just do this, can we? I'm just do numbers. Well, I don't know why I did that. I thought of adding it with all these zeros there, but you need to initialize it. We can actually just do that and just push it. So I'm an idiot. Just this is just to show you that you don't need to be a genius to be a programmer. You can be an idiot like me and actually be quite good, you know. Oh no, what did I do? You see, I'm an idiot. I pressed delete instead. No, that's just incompetent. But yeah, even an idiot like me can do this. See, I don't have Dumbbell Rent's brain. Miss Leia, I remember now. I think you said that do every other tile. Yeah. That was in the previous one. Oh, we have more people on Twitch there for some reason. Welcome, all the people of Twitch. Yeah, thank you for being there. There's, you know, a bunch of too many people on Twitch. Actually, usually we don't have that many people on Twitch. So hey, thank you for being there and welcome. And let's make a game. Okay, let's make a game. We're going to play it later, right? We're going to publish it and play it. How fun is that going to be? So, okay. Yeah. We don't need this anymore. I'm happy. I'm happy with my my results. I think, yeah. We have no infinite loops, which is great. You know, it was one of my worries was that, you know, we're gonna have any infinite loops here, but I know. So yeah, we don't want collisions and all, but maybe we should have some kind of range here. I don't know how to call this. We need a field for this, obviously. Like we absolutely need a field for this, but I don't know what to call it actually. So just gonna say for now, we're just gonna say 0.8 there and 0.8 here. And well, 0.8, I think 0.8 was too much here. We saw some collisions on the other side because probably too much. I don't know for the Z, but for the X I think it's fine, right? Maybe I think 0.5 was really good. It's really good. 0.5 I think it was decent. See how it looks. Get a good range of movement. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. It makes it difficult. You know, it makes it impossible to camp in the middle, which is what we want, right? We don't want people camping in the middle. We want people kind of feeling unsafe about the center there. And we also don't want them to be, you know, these vehicles to be kind of colliding with each other. Yeah, there's variation, which is okay. Sometimes they are aligned, sometimes they aren't, you know. You got good drivers, bad drivers, stupid drivers, idiot drivers. You got all those. Just like a regular street, you know. You get all the incompetents and all the good ones, you know, all of them, all together at the same time. There you go. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. We solved the problem. We solved a problem here. We resolved it very easily. We just made it so that we pick a new one every time. You know, if we pick the same one, we go back, we pick another one, and you know, that's it. You just go back and, hey, if the index is there, you know, this is good. This is good. I'm sorry. A nail lash got in my eye. Oh, fucking hell. It happens once in a while. Like every day. My wife tells me, you know, you have really nice eyelashes. I wish you could have curved eyelashes. And I go like, I wish they came in my eye, inside my eyeballs. Stab me in the eyeball. Stab me in the eyeball, mate. Like, being stabbed by an eyelash. How about that, eh? Okay, it's 8 o'clock. So what are we gonna do now? What can we do now? So we have a few options. Oh, people at Twitch have left. So now we're alone again. You know, the people at Twitch, I think I mentioned them. I think when you mention the people in there, they leave. They go, no, we don't like you anymore, and they leave. So yeah, but I'm getting a consistent 2 people there. Thank you very much, Miss Lay and Kapchika for being there. You know, and we get the consistent 1 or 2 people on YouTube now. Apparently, we had 6 at one point there. I don't know. You never know. You know, so just, you know, if you come here, if you like it, just leave a like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, and all that. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know what helps. You know what helps. So we have 1 delivery truck. We have 1 vehicle. And that's okay because we need to do the whole collision thing. And there are multiple ways we can handle this. We can do collisions with the vehicle itself because we need to turn the vehicles, every vehicle, into its own. Well, do we? Yeah, we probably should make every vehicle into its own rigid body so that we can move them independently easily. Yeah, otherwise we have to move the colliders, and I think that's worse. I think that's way worse. I think it's best if we just make everything like a static collider and we move it. We move it like just kinetically move it, and it will do the recalculations and everything will move all the colliders by itself. And then what we do is we simply because we could have like one collider, one rigid body for the whole environment and just move the vehicles. And if we collide with anything, because at the end of the day, if we collide with anything in the environment, we die. So it could be one and we just move, but it's way harder to move the colliders and to center them. So it's stupid. One thing we need to do. Yeah, but that's another thing. Here's the thing. We have all of our obstacles here, so we can have like a distance for obstacles and we start removing them. Let's do that because we're just accumulating obstacles right now. So we can start like removing them out. Like once they reach a certain distance, we get rid of them. That's one thing we can do now. So let's do that now. Then we can do like set each one up with a rigid body and a we set each one up with a body, like with a physical body and a collider and some kind of script where we can have them, we can give them their own speed, recognize them somehow. Because we need to give them some kind of functionality as well, right? We need to see, okay, is this vehicle going to move this speed? What's going to do? And also, if they're going to be moving at different speeds and going to be doing different things, they need to be aware of their environments because we can have like vehicles colliding with each other. So that's important. Right? So maybe they need to have like some kind of an outer collider. And if they have an outer collider where they're already colliding with another vehicle, they shouldn't move, even if they can. And they should like maybe synchronize with the movement of the front one, of the one they have a front or something like that, because we don't want cars crashing. So that's gonna make things a bit harder, I guess. But we'll see what we do. We're gonna need some kind of interesting collision system. I think that's gonna be one of the hardest things we have to do. Everything else is going to be fairly simple, but that's going to be one of the hardest things we do. Very likely. We have a cheap viewers thing on the bots. No bots, Mitsulay there, yeah. Goodbye, bots. Yeah, and I think Chica left because we have like one person now on Twitch, so it's just you, Miss Lay, now. It's just you there. People come and go. It's sad business. Okay, so moving the obstacles. You see how in the tiles, when we move the tiles, we reach a certain when they reach a certain position, right? When Z is in a certain position, we make the swap, right? We make the swap. We say goodbye and we move them. So what we need to do is same thing. We have a swap distance, right? Should we also have like the same, but use a swap distance to remove the vehicles? Can we do that? That would be fun to see, because we need to do the same thing basically, right? So we do this. I move the obstacles, right? So same obstacle. When we move it, we say when the obstacle position Z, swap distance. No, we do obstacle dot remove from parent, and that's it, right? So let's see. When it reaches the swap distance, it should work, right? We should see that it has like it shouldn't keep adding things after a certain. There you go. See, there you go. We're seeing the it's removing them. They're not accumulating. We don't see them getting removed, they're right there because they have to travel the whole way back. So they're just using the same distance. They're appearing. More of them are coming in. We don't see them disappearing. That's good. That's good. So yeah, why not? We can use a swap distance and it's okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. If we see a necessity to move things around to do something differently, we do it. But this is just distance based, so it doesn't depend on the speed of the vehicle or something like that. When they reach a certain distance from the center, they're just going to disappear. That's great. That's great. That's what we want. What else? So so another thing out of the way. What else can we do? Now we need to do the vehicles. We need to set them up, and we need to do collisions to make sure we die. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to come here. Yeah, we have to download the physics thing. It takes a bit sometimes to load the first time, but just come here and do Rabbit Physics. We do install. We install it. Yeah, just wait a little bit. It may take a while if it hasn't been used. Like someone's not downloading it for for a little bit. It takes a bit to download. Because it has to wake up the thing, and there you go. It's just downloaded. It's now just pasting it there and doing the building. You can see that, and there you go. It's installed and set up. There you go. Didn't take us much. Yeah. It used to take longer, honestly, but I've actually improved the services a lot. I was doing some pretty new stuff because it was the first time using doing it that way. I was using cloud functions and things like that, and it was the first time doing that. So I had to change the way I did this sort of thing a little bit to make sure that it didn't get cluttered and I didn't sleep. The cold starts were terrible. Yeah, but the problem is when the functions get very cluttered with things, and the cold starts get bad. And sometimes one little thing, right, can make your functions just go very, very slow when loading up. So yeah, I fixed that. And it's fairly fast right now. Is there a difference for the application for Canon body and Rapier body? Says Misale. Yes, there's a massive difference. One is that you're using the physics engine for Rapier or for Canon. Canon is JS, is pure JavaScript, and it's not maintained right now. The whole thing is not being maintained right now because Rapier is there, and Rapier is just magnificent. It's just faster. So it makes no sense to maintain the Canon. I don't have time to maintain both. Canon is missing lots of things as well. It doesn't have collision between mesh colliders and other objects of that. I think the only thing it can collide with a mesh collider is a sphere. It doesn't have capsule colliders. It doesn't. It's missing so many things, and it's way slower than Rapier. Rapier is blazing fast. Even the JS Rapier is faster than Canon, I think. The API, Canon's API is probably nicer. I don't know. In some ways, it's definitely nicer than ArmorJS. Like the Bullet API is disgusting. It's so bad. But hey, it's great. It's a great engine as well, right? But I recommend going Rapier because it's fast. Blazing fast if you use the WebAssembly version, right, which is the one we're using here. Super fast, like blazing fast. The difference is just ridiculous. It's so fast, and yeah, let's use that. Let's use the Rapier one, not the Canon one. So yeah, it's just the Canon one is there if you want to use it, but I don't recommend it. You have to maintain it yourself, so don't do it. Yes, go with Rapier. Don't use Canon. Use Canon if you want. you're free to use it, but I don't recommend it right now. Right now, rapier being there is my #1 recommendation, like 100%. We're gonna use the rapier config. What do I do? Config. There you go. If you just write config, it comes up easily. Just gonna pull it in the top because I like it on the top there. All right. So we don't need anything falling down probably. I don't know. Just gonna leave it there. And yeah, everything's probably just gonna be though. I fix things, so we're not gonna need too much. We can grab a we're not even gonna have a floor that we stand on or anything like that. Probably we're just gonna do everything. We want to be as simple as possible. We don't want to be, you know, in complex collisions and things. We just want to have colliders. This is all we're using it for. Fast collisions, and that's it. Because we also want to have, like, you know, detection and things like that. So it's going to be faster. It's going to make things a lot simpler in that regard. So that's what we're going to use it for. So we're going to do rapier body. Let's just write body here. Well, body here. There you go. And inside, I like to have the collider inside of an object here. So what I do is I create an object. I call it collider, and I put a collider in here. You can add it directly here, but it's going to make it difficult to move it. So if you just add a child and set it to you grab a cuboid collider, rapier cuboid, and just do that, you know, and there you go. You know, it just gives you a cuboid there. And now you can set that, you know, to something you like, something like 2. I think 2 is fine. Yeah, 2, 2.5. There you go. That's fine. Yeah, that's going to be okay. We don't need to move it too much. You know, you could just move it like that. And actually, you could just leave it like this and do, you know, 2.5 like that. You know, it's going to take, you know, the reselection to move it around, but hey, it's fine. And then you can move this up, you know, like this. And so it's just 0.5. You know, the 0.5 is going to leave it there in the very center, right? And that's okay. We don't care about the top of the vehicle, so it's fine like that. We could compress it more, but who cares? We should make it a bit wider, probably, like just a tiny bit wider, tiny bit wider. Like how much wider? Let's probably make it like we can make this 0.5, and then we make this 0.2 maybe. See, yeah, and we will need to move this a bit. Yeah, a little bit lower down here. Yeah, it's probably too much. Let's 0.8. There you go. And now we move it up a little bit. Yeah, it just doesn't need to be precise, or because it really doesn't matter. There you go. I like that. I'm okay with this. If we collide with this thing, I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm perfectly happy colliding with that. Please don't drink and drive and all that. You're gonna drive while drunk. Better just sleep and whatever you are. Friend Master, how's it going? Welcome back, my friend. And yeah, we have 2 people now again on Twitch. Oh, nice. And we have about 4 people on YouTube, which is crazy. I mean, we vary so much. Sometimes you have like a lot of people, sometimes you have nobody there. It's crazy. Okay, so now the mask. Now we need to set the mask to. I've been saving, by the way, pressing Ctrl S, like just deselect everything. I like to do that. Deselect everything and press Ctrl X, so that nothing, you know, goes, you know, like in general. You can just do this, But remember that you can't use Control S. Sometimes can go crazy if you're in the like if you're editing this here right now. You need to see, because of the sometimes it captures, some inputs can capture the shortcuts. But yeah, so in general, I just press anywhere and do Control S. But yeah, I like to be safe and do that. I know why. It's not necessary. I fixed everything. In the past, it used to be a problem. So I tend to do that, because of just, I guess, safety. But I don't know why, because it's not a safety measure anymore. Yeah. So we put the mask at 0, make it fixed, put gravity scale 0. We don't care about anything here. We truly don't care about anything. We don't, we don't mind. We don't care. Just nothing. So if we move now, we should be able to move no problem now. But because this thing moves. Yeah. And it just moves no matter what. Friend Master, good. Sorry I missed the last few streams. I just started a new job recently. Fine, nice, very nice, mate. Congratulations. Nice to have you back there. Someone extracting some value out of you. Yeah, you definitely deserve it, mate. Good job getting a job in this bad market, terrible market. So yeah, it's improving though. I think it's improving. I think it's going to improve. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Otherwise, I'm gonna get in the whole conversation about market, and but I think it's gonna improve. I think some people are just realizing things, having realizations, and some CEOs are going into these retreats in the mountains and going, oh, what have I done? And then they come out saying that they actually knew this and that it was all. Yeah, it was all just, it had to happen that way because, they actually were right, but they were wrong. And now they know and all that. Yeah, this, CEO stuff like that, Silicon Valley shit. And that moves the whole environment, the whole ecosystem. So, no problem, man. You deserve it. Best of luck. Yes. And you're justified in not being here. You're very much justified. And yeah, so now that we have that, we're going to add colliders to the sites here, right? To the sites. So we want to come here to the environment. And, well, here's the thing. We know that we have this... Here's a little bit of a conundrum. Should we add the colliders, like the side colliders, to the... Should we leave them here? Should we just leave them here? Or should they be part of the tiles? If we have multiple tiles, like if we have different tiles and they have different sizes or they have different things we need to care for, then surely it would make sense. But to add it to the tiles. But considering that we don't have different tiles, I mean, we could just have them be here, right? So just test this. Let's just test the theory, right? Is this all we really need? Like, I'll just have it be like this. There you go. There. Just duplicate this. Go to the side here. Can we just do this? are too far away, aren't they? There you go. Yeah, they will be here. Yeah, so they're here and here. Oh, there's fine, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy with that. We're always going to be colliding with the same place, aren't we? So, that's fine. It's 6 and minus 6 something, right? 6.5, 6.6, and 6.6 here. There you go. Let's see. Yeah. It's fine. It's totally fine. I like it. I'm happy with it. Yep. We don't need it to be this big at all because we're not colliding with this end here. We're just always moving in this direction. So, you know, we only care if we hit like here, right? So we're always going to be hitting this side. We're just giving it another margin because why not? And yeah. So we're going to add a group here in the center. We're going to add both boxes inside. We're going to add this. We're going to call this environment. We're going to give this a rapier body. We're going to make this fixed and give it a mass of 0, a gravity scale of 0. I'm going to give this a cuboid collider. There you go. And see how it just fits? It just fits the thing. You see that? Brilliant. And then you just give this a cuboid collider. There you go. And we're done. We just have our colliders here, right? And you can set this thing here to visualize, debug the colliders. See, you know, see them. It's a bit expensive, you know, processing time, but hey, it's worth noting where things are while you're playing, you know, times if you're debugging. So that's cool, isn't it? All right. What else? What else? Just hit save. And yeah, let's make this invisible, right? We don't want to see the big barrier there, right? But what we do is we when we want to see what's going on, we just hit debug there, and you can see the colliders though. See that? They sit in a different realm, aren't they? There you go. So if you hit that, you're gonna die. How cool is that? Do you want to die? No, so don't do that. Just don't hit that. I should say unalive, right? I should say unalive. Get unalived if you hit the wall. So don't hit the wall. Because YouTube doesn't like that word, you know? YouTube. Chill, YouTube, chill. Hello, new viewer on Twitch. How's it going? Thanks for being there. I see we have someone else there. Maybe you were here before. I don't know. Who knows? Say hello in the chat or something. And yeah, welcome. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, people on Twitch, they are winning against the people of YouTube. People at YouTube, they don't chat, they don't do anything. They just sit there. So, you know, YouTube people, you just, you know. Twitch is winning. So, now we're going to detect the collision. Who detects the collision? And that's an interesting question because here's the thing. we can let the collisions be detected by the game logic. And the game logic decides what happens there. You know, you detect a collision and the game logic says, hey, you know, you have collided, you died. Boom. That's it. So the game logic knows who you are, knows who the character is, right? So we can make the game logic instantiate the character and instantiate in like certain position. Like we can decide what position it is, like the spawn point, and we can decide where we set everything else, in the sense of, sorry, how things are managed. That's what I mean. Like, since we're instantiating things in the game logic knows about everything. So it makes sense that the game logic would know, you know, about, oh, this thing happened. There's also the possibility of the game logic having access to some kind of interface in the player, and the player collides, and the player tells the game logic, I've collided. So the game logic sort of overrides a method, overrides something in the player controller, and says, hey, you have collided here, so now I do this. Probably a bit much. Yeah. Considering that we just need to know that if we have collided. That's all we need to know. It's just one little thing. It's one collision. And that's what we did in the Flappy Bird game. What we did in the Flappy Bird game was that we made the game logic handle collisions. We instantiate the bird, and when we instantiate the bird, we set up the on collision start, and we make it die. So what we can do here is restart the game. Right, we can restart the game or something. Right now, all we want is to detect the collision. So we're going to instantiate the player and detect collisions. So to instantiate the player, what we're going to do is, why we need to instantiate the player is because otherwise we need to get the reference of the player somehow. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here to prefabs. We're going to create a folder. We call this player, players, or player vehicles. And why here in player vehicles? Because we want to make a distinction between those that are players and those that aren't, right? And that's going to be important later, not now. But when we start instantiating them, in order to do the things we want to do, we need to differentiate them. So we're just going to bring it there. You know, see, I just brought it from the hierarchy in here, and now we have a prefab. We just delete this, and we can bring it here back. And there you go. There it is. There it is. So, yeah, and we can zero it out because we're looking basically at the center. So we can zero out the player. No problem with that. We can instantiate in zero directly, which is good. It's nice, right? What we're going to do is we're going to come here to the to the procedural scroller thing. We're going to get the player. So we're going to come here and set up another one here. Yeah, we're just going to set this one up. re.props.prefab layer prefab. This is going to be re.prefab. There you go. So when instantiate the player prefab, there you go. You get a field for the player prefab. Drag and drop it there, and you see, there you go. We save, and now we come back here, and what we do is on start, right? Start. We're going to instantiate. We don't do it in awake. Why don't we do this in awake? Because in awake, we're not sure that this has been instantiated yet. In general, awake, sorry, it hasn't been loaded yet. things need to be pulled from server, right? So awake, we don't know yet. And start, we know that they have been loaded and everything's available. So everything that is in the component is available, right? The player prefab, the the tile prefabs, everything that is set up here, like all the assets that you need to pull from a server, they're all already loaded when we are in start. So what we do is we say player prefab dot instantiate, and yeah, we just instantiate directly there in the scene. So we do const instance, right? I would say const player object. Now let's call it player object. For short for object. And what we're going to do is we want to get the body from this player, right? So we say const or in fact we can save it somewhere. Should we save it somewhere? I don't know. No, we don't need to. I think. I think we don't need to. So we're just going to say const player body. I'm going to say rapier. No, not rapier bow. Rapier body dot get from player object. There you go. So rapier body get from player object. And this case it gives us the rigid body for the player. And now we do player body dot and we're going to say on collision start. We're going to set up this function here where we say what's going on with this? Anytime. I don't know what's going on there. Don't bother me, please. This is stupid. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I just did this in the other project and this wasn't happening, so probably a different TypeScript configuration here or something. I don't know. I probably have a different TypeScript configuration in this specific project. I don't know. So we're gonna do info that what's it say that it's info has an any type? Info doesn't have an any type. Oh, I'm an idiot. No, I'm an idiot. Sorry. This is an overridable. Oh, this is why. Info. I am an idiot. I'm literally an idiot. I built this just to be sure. Okay. I want to let you know that I built this thing. I actually made it. And I've done on collision starts probably hundreds of times. And I made it this way because I was doing it the other way. And I saw that every time I did that was, I made it this way because I was mistakenly doing it the other way. So now I'm doing it the other way because I'm, yeah. Like I said, any idiot can do this. So info, and you have the other body, the other collider, the on collider, and all that. So we just want the other body, right? So we say, no, we don't want anybody actually. We just want to know if we collided, how we collided. If, if we collide with something, if we collide at all, we're just colliding, and it's a collision because we're colliding. Then what we do is, we're going to do console.log other info other body. There you go. There you go. You just want to log it when we collide with something. Okay. Just to debug and know that it's working. So we're moving. See that? Whoa. And I knew it wouldn't work. Yeah. Yeah, because this shows the collider moving. But I don't think it's actually moving. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes. Come to the collider and set collision events. There you go. And save it. Save and exit. And we're going to come to each one of these. I think we don't need to set these. I don't know. I didn't build Rapier. So I don't know about that. Oh. We have an error. But I don't know why we have an error there. There was an error, but I don't know what the error was. Probably a type error that I did or something. I don't know. It's not an error now, but there's also not detecting the collision, right? So let's do these ones. Let's just set them up. There you go. Yeah. So we save here. Is this saved? Let's see. Let's just make sure this one's saved. Yeah, it's all good. Exit. Yeah, it's all fine. Should be all good. There it is. Yeah. Okay. So free of anything. Let's come here and see. We're not logging collisions. What's going on? Okay. So on collision start. Okay. Let's do this because I think could be that we need to move the collider probably. I think this happened in the other one as well. So probably gonna get the collider, the Rapier body here. And I think we need to move the colliders. We'll need to copy this position to the collider position. So yeah, if I remember correctly. So what we do is we do what's the name? We need to do Rapier body dot require. And yeah, just this one here. Just what we do is the require, we do body like that. I would just call it Rapier body like this. And this is just going to take the Rapier body from this object. So what we do now is we do body dot, I think we have a method here that will simply do it for us. Set, no, let's just do body dot, set position. What was the name of it? I always forget the name. I do it all the time and I forget the name. Set, what was the name? Translation. Set translation. There it is. So, because that's the thing that always confuses me is that they use the new position. You have to set the position here for it. So what you do is you tell them where to move to, right? So you don't set like the delta or something. It's just like it translate X or something like that. It tells you, okay, how much you move to the X, on X or something. It says set the position. To them, setting the position is set translation, which is a, yeah, it's not translation. It's just tell me where the new position. But hey, it's just called it that. That's not me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. So set translation, position, and true. Yeah, wake up. Yeah. Okay. So we set the new position for this thing. Say wake up and all that. Yeah. And we're directly in this thing, so it should work. I mean, it should be working already from before, right? But And it's not detecting collisions and all that. You just go, what's going on? Yeah, I know, something's weird here. Something's weird. Why aren't you detecting anything, mate? Something's strange. Something's not right. Are we setting anything before that? Probably making some kind of mistake here, some stupid mistake, and I'm gonna say, oh yeah, it was that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? I knew I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, why did I do it? Things I do. Let's try it here. Instead of there, what we're going to do is we're just going to set this, the same player body thing. We're just going to do this, okay? We're going to do this. Just going to instantiate it there. Come here to start. We're going to do this, but instead of player body, we're just going to do this body. We're just going to see what we collide with from here. Yeah, because this will give us a good, I think, a much better. Yeah, but no, it's not giving us a collision. Why isn't it giving us a collision? Oh! Wait, yeah. I think it go back to the issue I explained before. Its sensor needs to be set to true for the collision callbacks to be... No, his sensor doesn't... I don't think his sensor needs to be set to true. No. Collision events... I think, oh, it's not updated. Okay. The thing is not updated. So yeah, I updated the other one. I updated it in place in the other one, but I didn't update it because since I am played with the other thing, this is not working. Oh, but that's bad. This should be working just fine. Yeah, this is a old issue probably. Okay, there you go. Did I save it? Did I save the thing? I don't know if I saved it. I think I didn't save it. Did I save it? Yeah. Save and exit. Yeah, but that's not the problem. Yeah, this is not the problem, yeah. Okay. But it was something you said. It was something you said. But it was the other thing. It was the problem with the thing is I have to update this. Like, I will update this today. I will send an update for this package today because this can't keep happening. I'm an idiot. Should have changed it a while ago and I didn't. Yeah, that's my fault. That's totally my fault. It's absolutely my fault. Yeah, that's 100% my fault. So it's because of this. I mean, but anyway, the collision should be detected, I think. The problem the collision itself should be detected. Yeah. See, it's going through the bodies there. And it's going, you know, wait. What's going on? Sorry. Just a second here. I'm sorry, just a second. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I don't want to make anything different than what Wait a second. But it's something, I think it was you who said it the last time, who found it. I don't know if it was you who found it. Who was it that found it last time? Was it you? Let me come here a second. Wait. Let me bring you in here just a second. And I'm going to, because I have to open, I'm going to open the other project. I'm just going to bring the other one while I, no, it's not this one. Sorry. I thought I heard I had updated this. I need to update this like yesterday. I can't have not updated this shit, man. This is ridiculous. Like, how the hell have I not updated this? Makes no sense. Let's come here. Should have been updated like centuries ago. Yeah. Has to be this. It's just one little thing, right? But hey. It's two little things. Let's bring them here. I'm just going to copy this here. Yeah, there you go. And I'm going to paste this here. Just a second. I'll be back with you in just a minute. And I'm going to come here and open this one and paste this. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Brilliant. There you are. So now, did I remove this? Yeah, there it is. So, let's see if it works now. I'm gonna bring back the screen. Yeah. Friend master there. Call 1 should be call 2. Yeah, it was you then. It was you who found it the other time. Yeah, but I mean, in any case, that's the message, right? That shouldn't be the collision. That shouldn't be a problem with the collision. We have something else going on here because the collision here should be happening. I mean, we should have a collision of sorts happening here anyway, right? The message should be sent. I mean, there's something I'm doing wrong somewhere else. In any case, we know that, you know, we're just going to make these sensors as well. Just because, right? Which is just cause. I don't think sensors need to be all sensors. Like, I don't think everything needs to be a sensor here. But so this is a rapid body. This is fixed. It has a mass of, let's give it a mass of 1. Gravity scale 0. That's fine. Just in case. I don't know. I'm just trying shit right now. I'm just trying shit because this is weird. This should be working just fine. So it's really strange. We're gonna save this. I'm gonna come here and yeah, we don't need this to be an actual collider. So being a sensor is fine. What we need this to do though is like you said, yeah, you had the right one there. Yeah, the call 1 should be call 2. Yeah, in this one here. That's the one that I just brought in from the other one. Yeah, it's a very stupid change. But I mean, it's a very important change. It's a very stupid mistake that I did. A very stupid mistake on my part. But it happened, right? It's there. Now, the thing is, this thing, rapier body thing. Why is it not taking in the collisions? There's weird shit, isn't it? So, on collision. Start. Collision end. Let's see if it detects a collision end. Why not? And wait, do we have a body, right? We have a body. Yeah, we have a body. Yeah, right, we have. Let's put mass 1. Why not? And well, just to, why not? By now, we just add a mass 1. And save and exit. We're gonna hit play, and let's see if we get any sort of no. You're not gonna show us anything. It's just not gonna tell us, hey, you collided with something. Are you gonna tell us, hey, here's your collision, you damn idiot? No, you don't like us. No love here. No love here. Doesn't love us. Doesn't like us. It's not ideal, innit? It's absolutely stupid. Bonkers. So we're moving immediately, and we're not detecting the collision because collision end. No, on collision. Sorry, on collision start, because could it be that yeah, no. What are we doing here? What is this? Because we're setting the translation before. Doesn't make any sense, that, eh? Whoa. Yeah, that's the previous one. Yeah, that's the previous one. Let's do this. So let's do this. Okay, and let's say before it should be there already. So, that was weird. That was a weird one. We tried it up. We tried them all. We've given them all a go. Yeah, I know. I have to leave soon, and this is like I don't want to leave before doing this and actually having resolved this. Yeah, this is hurting my brain too. Everything has a body attached. I mean, it's only happening in this project because every other project's working. How can this project be wrong? Every other project is fine, and this project is wrong. Like, just wants to piss me off. So that's all he wants to do. Yeah, he just wants to do that right now. So tends to happen. I'm thinking, oh no. Could it be this? If it's the height of the stupid collider, if it's the height of... I'm just gonna cry. If it's the height, I'm just gonna start crying. I'm just gonna be here. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna cry like a little baby. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying, you want to see a man cry like a little baby? You want to see a bearded man cry like a little baby? You're gonna see it now. You're gonna see it. I was just warning you. I'm just warning you. You might just see a bearded man, like looks like some kind of weird crying bearded baby. That's all you're gonna see now. So I'm just warning you right now. Parental control. Just set parental control, because if you're too young, you may be too young. You show your ID to YouTube and to Keir Starmer and all the people there in the parliament. Just show them your ID. Say, I can see this. I can watch this. I can watch PORN online. You just show them that. Yeah. Show them your adult card. I don't want it to be this. I don't want it to. I'm hoping there's something worse. I'm really hoping that, I'm hoping that there's something wrong and it can, something will explode in my face. I'm really hoping for that. I'm really hoping, I need some kind of big error to justify this half an hour, 20 minutes doing this and being, hurting our brains for this. I need it to be something worse. I need it to be bad. I need it to be actually ugly. No, please no, please no, please no. Please no. I hope it doesn't work. It can't work. Please. Oh, thank God. It doesn't work. Thank you. Imagine if it worked. Imagine if it was that. Yeah. You're going to see a little baby crying. Oh, no. That can't happen. That can't happen. We can't allow that. Okay. We need to have a little debug time here. So, okay, let's see. We're moving this thing. We're allowing it to be there. What if we just remove this? Wait. Why do we have that there? Right? That shouldn't be that. I mean, the thing is being moved by itself. That shouldn't be necessary. But it's necessary sometimes. I want to remove that from the equation. That should be something we don't need. The fact that we need that is ridiculous. I need to fix that. But yeah, I need a collision to happen. It wasn't the height. Wait. We need to remove this. We have two cars. Right now. Oh, we were moving two cars, actually. Yeah, we were moving two cars at the same time. Look at that, eh? We had two cars moving. Okay. Yeah, it's making my brain hurt. Gonna do this. We're gonna come here. We're gonna do this, and we're going to. What we're going to do is we're going to make everything stop. Okay. And to do this, speed, tile speed equals 0. This dot obstacle speed equals 0. Okay. That's it. So we make everything stop if we hit something. Great debug. We just want to make shit stop. So make it stop. Thanks, Mr. Lay. Thanks. See you later, mate. See you later. Yeah, I have to go too, but yeah. Apparently I'm too much of an idiot. can't make this work, can I? So this will work. Don't worry, this will work. I assure you it will work. But it'll be a pain in the arse. So first thing we're going to do is to make sure this works. Let's reset the project. Because, you know, sometimes you need to give your project a little refresh. So your mind refreshes. You see the thing turning there and you go, oh, I understand what's going on. I did something wrong. And then you realize, oh, I was wrong all this time. You know? And you see the light. You see the light. Oh, why didn't I hear that? Okay. So when we're setting up the player on collision start, we're telling it what to do on collision start here. Player body on collision start. Yeah, this is fine. This is all you need. This is 100% all you need. So what's going wrong there? Let's go to Arabia config and see if we're getting any collisions at all. Because at the end of the day, you know, console log collision. Let's just see if there's a collision, and perhaps we're just not getting it because who knows what. And yeah, let's start with that. We have to start somewhere, right? Okay. Nothing there. So we're not even draining collisions here. Well, get collider, body 1, body 2. Getting the components. Yeah, we're not even getting the collisions from this thing. Should be the first thing we get. I am gonna find the problem, I assure you. I assure you I'm gonna find a problem here. 1000%. I will find a problem. You better believe it. You better believe it. This shouldn't be necessary. Why are we doing this? I'm sorry I'm quiet, but yeah, I have to find a problem. Shouldn't be that quiet, should I? You know, should be saying something, at least. You know, we don't have music here. We don't use music for these live streams, and I know that just staying quiet is kind of a bummer, yeah. But okay, so we set this here and say this there. I don't know. Let's try it out. See what happens. Just make these things visible. Back again, just so we see ourselves colliding. Kind of helps when you see it colliding there. Oh, there you go. But yeah, what's going on? What's going on? So let's add another thing here. Just add a box. Just put it around here, right? And let's just make it a rapier body. And just add a cuboid. Okay. We give it gravity scale 0. And it's dynamic. So, okay, collision detected. Brilliant. That was weird. Why did it detect that collision? And now it didn't. Okay. So one of these has to be dynamic. And probably is because our little thing... Oh, we made our object... Did we make this thing? Oh, okay, yeah. No, not this, sorry. We made this fixed. This should be dynamic. Okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah, sorry. Oh, save and exit. There you go. Yeah, we can't move it now, can we? Yeah. We need to move it there. That's what we need to set the translation because it's... There you go. I'm going to headbutt the microphone till I bleed in my head. So, yeah. What do you think? Nice. Nice. Don't say a word. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Hey? No need to say anything. No need to mention it. I don't know what happened. Let's add colliders to our because now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. So we're just gonna add colliders to our vehicles here. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Can you tell that I'm pissed? Rapier body. I don't know if... Can this be fixed? Can we make this fixed? So gravity scale 0. I don't know. Can this be fixed? I don't know. How can we move it later on? Can we move it? Let's just move it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll try. We'll try. Well, I like to test things, Let's remove this. No, let's make it an object. 3D. And let's make it, call it Collider. I just make it a cuboid. Cuboid there. Just put it up a little bit here, right? And yeah, I'm just gonna make it. Yeah, just gonna stretch it on the Z axis. Just gonna make it 1. No, it's gonna make it, sorry, 2. I meant 3. What? 3 is fine, right? 3. 3.1. 0.2. 0.3. And we move it a little bit back. There it is, right? And also on Y, I'm just gonna make it 2 there. No, 2 is too much, maybe. Yeah, just gonna do 1.5. 1.5 in it. 1.5. Yeah, it's just we don't need it that much. We don't need too much for it. Yeah, we're just gonna make it wider here. Just gonna make it wider on the x-axis. Just gonna make it 1.5. See. No, it's a bit much in it. Yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. It's a bit too much. Let's make it 1.2. 1.3. Yeah, I like it. 1.3. It's probably too much on this side, right? So probably too much on the back. Yeah, we're being a bit cruel. We're being a bit cruel with the player, right? We're just asking too much of the player. Let's go with 3.2. Yeah, there it is. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, just don't crush. Don't crush. Say 3.1. Let's be nice. Let's be nice with the player, okay? It's already quite big. It's already quite a big truck. Hey, okay? Just let's save an exit. Okay, don't be cruel. Don't be cruel. No need to be that bad. No need to be mean to the player. It's poor player. The poor player trying to play and just trying to ruin their day. Just, you know, don't be so bad. Don't be so mean. You know, just be nice with people. You bastard. So do this. Let's hit play. Let's see. Can we just? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so it just works. You saw me hitting the table there. Yeah, the table is a bit wobbly. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. All right, it works. I wish it didn't work. I wish it didn't. I wish there was something wrong with it. You know, like something very, very wrong with it, and we can say, "Oh, it doesn't work." But no, it works, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed. It shouldn't work, right? This is. It is. Whoa! We died. Oh, we need to stop moving, right? We need to stop moving because we can keep moving, can we? Yeah. We can stop moving later. For now, it's good, eh? It's good. Moving. Whoa. Can we camp in the middle? Let's just camp there in the middle. Scamping here. Oh, I died because I was camping in the middle. There it is. Don't camp in the middle. Don't camp in the middle. That's you know, the rules. You know, bye. All right, I like this. I'm fine. I'm a little bit pissed, but just a little bit, just a tiny little bit, just a tiny little bit pissed. Just this much, just this much pissed. This much, okay? Just it's a tiny bit, okay? Not a lot, but hey, just enough to be pissed. Just enough to you know, to be a little bit pissed. You know, we do here. We'll grab the controller, right? We can grab the controller. In fact, instead of grabbing this, we could say, player here, right? Player. I call it scroller controller, right? And we say scroller controller, right? And we create it like we make it sort of like an interface. We do body. because it gets the body. It needs to use it for some reason. And you can use that, and you say player dot. So you get one component. You don't get like two components, because one component is already getting the other. So you need one of them. I'd say player dot speed, size speed equals 0, and it stops, right? At least for now, this is fine. This is good. This is okay. So it's just telling the player you can't move anymore. Yeah, there it is. You know, you can't move. I'm pressing the buttons like crazy, man, and it's just not moving. There it is. There it is. Okay. So, what's next? We have a whole mechanic for the game. We have everything. Actually, I just made a few stupid mistakes that I shouldn't have made. Clearly, I didn't build Rapier. I built a whole game engine. I didn't build Rapier because I didn't build the whole thing. I just put together a bunch of things. And yeah, there's people much smarter than me that are much more capable than I am. You know, like I always say, there's any idiot can do this. But apparently sometimes, you know, even an idiot like me gets in trouble. So be patient and, you know, just debug things and you'll get there. You'll get there. Don't get frustrated. Yeah. And you'll get there, you see. So this is okay for now, but we're going to need a better thing to do when we collide with, you know, game over. We probably could set this up as a game over function or some kind of thing, what to do when the game is over, when we hit something and we lose. So yeah, so we need some kind of game over interface. But the next things we need to do now are, for instance, giving cars, like giving each vehicle its own life, its own, you know, use its own speed. We need to tell, yeah, this is why the obstacle speed thing here, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, we need to because we need to stop them all, right? So probably need to go to each of them and go, hey, don't move anymore. Or we just need to let them move and go, right? But just find a way to stop the scene without stopping everything, right? Because we want to keep the animations going. We don't want to pulse, right? That's the point. So we want like a global way in which we can stop everything that is actually moving. So yeah, probably controlling controlling through here, like going through the list of obstacles and just making their speed 0. But case in point, we need to give them all their own speed. So that's the next thing we're going to do. Now we're going to start adding flourishing to the game, right? We're going to start giving it texture, you know, making it look nice. So what do we do next? We use this same truck, to, you know, we can add a component to it. We're going to give it a bunch of different things, like giving it its own speed, some kind of interface that we can use for behaviors that we want to add, like movement, you know, every once in a while, maybe one car we want to move it, you know, want to make it change lanes. So maybe being aware of the lane they are in and swapping to another lane. So we could set like how much they move, like in what sort of intervals they move in. Because here's the thing. Right now we have this thing where exit there. Right now we have like 2 lanes, and both lanes are going the same way, right? But we could also make it so that one lane is going one way and the other is going the other, right? So you can have like multiple stages where you're trying to reach a destination and you have to make it in time or something like that. And you have like, we can have collectibles. So another thing we can add is collectibles. If we add collectibles, we're going to have a lot of things in this game. It's going to be a lot of tooling that you can use. So that's amazing. So having collectibles, like maybe gas. Maybe the gas is going out and you have to sort of reach destination before gas goes out. Things like that, you know. That would be interesting. That would be actually pretty cool. But maybe when you move to the side, you kind of slow down a little bit, so that, yeah, I don't know. I have to kind of see how, you know, what happens when you move. Maybe when you hit something, you get like 2-3 lives, but you lose a few seconds. You don't completely lose, but you lose seconds, you know. So you need to reach destination. So we can sort of do it like that as well. There are many different ways we can do this. We're gonna try to find a simple way. But next time, what we're going to do is simply we're gonna try to make it so that we can add multiple vehicles that do different things. That's the next thing, right? So right now we just have delivery trucks. For the next time, what we want to do is have, say, pick any vehicle from the vehicles folder. Here, that's what we wanted to do, and that is possible, and it can happen live in the game, yeah. In the game itself, it just pulled something from the server. We have that utility in Rogue Engine. We can use it. We're gonna use it, and we're just gonna pick a random vehicle here. We're gonna do that. So maybe we do that with first we do the first truck. We create, you know, we give it its own speed. Then we add like another car, another vehicle, you know, and we do that, and then we start making them, you know, appear in different sides, and then we start giving them like different behaviors. You know, we realize how do we want the behavior to move to the side of the vehicle work like, right? So there's one vehicle that is moving. It's going to be moving this much, but we don't want it to hit anything else. We also, since they're moving different speeds, we don't want it to collide. So they should maybe synchronize with the thing they collided with, right? In speed. So to the slowest speed, right? So that's a good way to think about it. If a car that's coming from behind you, right? If a car gets hit by another car, it's probably because the other car is going slower. Right, so I'm coming from behind and I hit you with let's say we put a larger collider in that car, a sensor that hits the car in front, because the car in front is going slower. So what we do is we make them both go to the slowest speed, right? So that it looks like, okay, this one stopped right behind it, right? Because remember that the cars are not really moving forward. We're moving the whole thing backwards, right? We're moving everything backwards, and actually moving faster would mean that you're moving, to look that you're moving faster, like we're doing here, right? We're moving slower than the track, right? Than the tiles, right? Otherwise, it looks stupid, right? If we put like 10 here, or we put like 5 here, right? Like this, start seeing this focus like come in. Like, well, no, actually, no. I said something very stupid then. To make it look faster, we need to make it look slower. We need to make it slower than the tiles. But remember that the tiles is us moving. It's not the cars themselves, right? So we need to compensate the movement of the tiles with the movement of the vehicles, right? So this is how slow they move in comparison to us. We're moving 20 and they're moving like 15. Okay, you see. So and if you get them moving exactly the same as the tiles, what is going to happen is it's going to look like they're not moving. Like it's going to look like they're static like that. See, what's going on? Where are they? Aren't they moving? Right? And if they moved faster, you would get them to, you can make them move, I mean, faster, but it's going to make them look like they're going backwards. So that's what you do when you want them to be moving this side, right? When you have 2 lanes like a two-way street. So yeah, I think that's okay. All right, that's it for today. I think we had enough. And we had fun, and it was fun. It was nice. There's nobody on YouTube. There's just 3 people on Twitch. Everyone left because everyone was bored and me just watching me do this shit. I hope everyone who watched this later, or who's going to watch this later on, find some value in this. And me debugging, I'm feeling pain in my head while doing this. So thank you so much. I hope I didn't hurt your eyes with that. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, Tuesday, 7 p.m. GMT. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Friendmaster. Thanks, Misule. Thanks, everyone who chatted here. Great content. Yes, great comedy content. This is comedy. It's just watching a stupid guy program here. All right, mate. See you later. Bye.